guys, it's Roach again. Fixing to go to my parents' house to go pick up some stuff for my friend. Well, pick up one thing for my friend's charger, battery charger. And I'm gonna go sell him a battery, and the charger he can go ahead and have. It's not even mine. My buddy gave it to me and said he could go ahead and have it because I don't use it anymore. But can't think of any topics at the moment, so I guess we can call this one getting to know the roach. I'll give you a little story of my life. Starting off with let's start off with my life. And I gotta turn off my bike and turn it back on. My damn gauges aren't working again. It's a big issue with the Triumphs. Really nice bikes, beautiful bikes. Just I don't like riding without a speedometer. Yeah, well, anyway, yeah, it's working now. Yeah, starting off with my parents. I'm going to my parents' house. See, growing up there in that home was quite a headache. Parents fought all the time. We fought all the time. I fought with my stepdad all the time. Hey cops, don't pull me over. Sorry that I blinded you. There was a lot of fighting involved in my childhood. Yeah, growing up there was just a headache. I was ready to move out as soon as I could, and we were supposed to move out this January. Like I said in my last video, we never got to move out. I decided to move in with my girlfriend and her parents. Hopefully they don't mind. They haven't told me nothing, but I mean, I'm thankful for that because I was like overdue for getting out of my parents' house. My parents always fighting because supposedly one's cheating on the other, this one's cheating on this one, big fights all the time. Cops always at the house. Like, I got to know a few cops because of it. Which, sorry cops, I still really don't like you. Back in high school, got in a lot of fights. My story, I don't blame it on my parents like a lot of people do. Like, they tend to blame the reason for them being the way they are is because of their parents. Like, honestly, no, that's not an excuse. I say, oh, my parents were this and that, and they were bad to me, and my parents, they tried with us. It's just we wanted to be rebels. We never had everything like a lot of kids did, because it's like my first vehicle, for instance, I actually traded my vehicle for a motorcycle. I had one for the longest time, wasn't able to get one because parents thought I would kill myself and I was irresponsible. What the fuck, where's my green arrow? Dude, what is wrong with these lights, dude? Anyway, yeah, growing up, high school, had a lot of problems. 8th grade year, actually got sent to I guess it was like a mental institute / rehab. I got sent to, a medical hospital, due to the fact that they said I had a lot of anger problems, did a lot of drugs. Grades were good, man. I could do good, I proved that to my teachers that, I was a worthy student and I was able to make good grades. It was just the fact that, I was hung up on all, hanging out with the gangs and, just doing stupid shit. not paying attention to school when I was supposed to. You know, got into a lot of fights due to, you know, just being angry like all the fucking time. I never liked people messing with me, you know. Got picked on a lot during school. Got tired of it one day, and I had a kid threaten that he was gonna kill me, and he had a gun in his backpack. Come to find out, he did have a gun in his backpack. So we used to skateboard a lot. So my buddy kept a wrench in his backpack at all times. You know, cops everywhere all the time, man. Especially Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But anyway, yeah, he kept a wrench in his backpack all the time. So I told that kid, you know, getting tired of shit, go ahead and shoot me if you're gonna shoot me. Well, he just kept threatening me, and I just got tired, took that wrench and beat his fucking face in. Told him, you know, he told anybody I was coming back for him again. This was back in my 8th grade year, and I was really violent in school. You know, I played football like 7th and 8th grade year, and I was gonna get kicked off for being too aggressive, if that's possible. If you could believe it or not, in football I was too aggressive. That's my high school right there. I got kicked out of there in my 9th grade year. You know, due to more drugs and, you know, being a fuck up. I mean, yeah, I was a little shit. I never listened to school, skipped school a lot, did a lot of drugs, hung out with the wrong crowd again. You know, after the hospital, I kind of wanted to go back to, I guess, a normal life and you know, start off new. So after like part of that year, I got kicked out. I got sent to another school, expelled, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Got expelled. You know, I went to another school, Solomon Coles. Back then, it was actually nothing but it was only a segregated school. Only black kids could go there, which is really crazy, man. And I wound up going there. You know, changed my life around. Met a few teachers that really unbelievable teachers, man. Great teachers there. They helped me with everything, you know. They helped me straighten my life out. My grades went good, and you know, parents still to this day fight. You know, they would always tell me growing up is, you're not gonna make it. You know, you're not gonna make it to the age of 18. You know, you're gonna be dead, or you're gonna be in prison, and you're no good for nothing. My mom would fight with me and tell me, you know, you're just like your fucking piece of shit dad. And my dad walked out on me before I was born. The only time I've seen him, like, honestly, was going to court for child support, which I really didn't give two shits about child support, because he wasn't sending it anyway. He was a piece of fucking shit, literally. And never got no child support, never cared for him. Seen him one time, that was in court, and we were gonna fight. I wanted to throw down with him. And to this day, I'm actually still a pretty violent guy. I mean, I could be real calm and cool, you know, just don't push me to that, you know, that edge, that brink, because I will break a motherfucker's face in, man, without any questions. Just don't, you know, one thing I don't like being called is I don't like being called a pussy, I don't like being called a faggot or a bitch, because I'm neither one. But back in high school, I got a lot of fights. Middle school, got a lot of fights because of the fact that, you know, name calling. I got picked on a lot during, you know, middle school, or like elementary. I got picked on a lot. Middle school, you know, middle school, a lot of problems because, you know, name calling. Kids are getting older and thinking, you know, they're more mature, and, you know, just being little shits just like me. They wanted to fight for everything. So, you know, I was there too. I wanted to fight as well, back my shit up. And to this day, I still haven't got my ass whooped, so I'm glad about that. My parents supposed to be getting divorced. Mom's supposed to be moving out. I moved out. My stepdad he changed a little towards me, not towards my sisters or, you know, my mom. He still hates my mom. He says he loves her, but I know he can't fucking stand her because he said it several times. But I mean, I love them, man. You know, is actually the perfect household for me, in my opinion. I mean, I wouldn't been, you know, this far in life if it wasn't for my parents, you know, I guess putting me down a lot and telling me I wasn't going to do this and that. And I actually, you could do whatever the hell you want in life, but it's never about your parents, it's always about you. How those gangsters say, real talk, you know. the kids always say, you know, my parents weren't good to me and this and that, and I had a shitty household. And, you know, I had a shitty household too. You know, there's a lot of other stuff I can't go through that I wouldn't talk about to, you know, unless I knew you. Because a lot of that shit that went on in my childhood, a lot of it can't be talked about because, you know, I actually don't want to get sent to jail for a lot of things I've done. Can't really talk about it, but you get my drift. Yeah, but my parents still to this day fight, you know, like always. My little brother and them, you know, my little sister in the middle of it. My oldest sister, she is 18 and I'm 20. She actually got her own place and she has her own baby now, but unfortunately, you know, she moved out of my parents' house because all the fighting. And, you know, we used to get our asses kicked by our stepdad. And my mom whooped my sister's ass a few times, but I mean, it was, you know, shit for like, you know, hitting my mom. My mom would whoop my sister's ass, and yeah. But unfortunately and sadly enough, when she moved out with her boyfriend, he turned out to be the same thing as, you know, my stepdad. And honestly, I would fuck his shit up. But my parents told me not to get in the middle of it because they know how I get. So I told my sister, you know, if it gets any worse, I'm fucking ending his shit, because I'm not gonna put up with that shit, you know. I don't put up with men hitting women. I can't deal with that shit. But yeah, I mean, she came home. She wants to come back to the house, you know. I don't stay there. I stay with my girlfriend and her parents, like I said. But I mean, you know, there's little perks and, you know, stuff to having parents like mine. You know, I don't got a good job, but I mean, you know, I'm still alive. This is my second vehicle. I got a car. I had a car and got rid of it because I got tired of the fucking thing. And then I got a motorcycle. And to let you know, I did it all on my own. Nobody's help, except like my girlfriend and her sister for support and maybe a few bucks here and there to help me fix things. But I always paid them back for it. And I actually didn't get my first car. I got it myself, and I didn't get my first car till I was 19. Matter of fact, I just got it last year and got rid of it and got a motorcycle. And I believe like August or something. I just decided one day, I think I need a vehicle. I was tired of taking the bus and, you know, relying on other people. My girlfriend was fortunate enough to, her parents give her a car and her sister a car. I wasn't, but I'm kind of happy, and that, you know, my parents didn't give me shit like that, because, you know, the way I used to be, I think if my parents would have helped me out that much, you know, back in high school and stuff, like middle school and all that, I think I would probably be one of those idiots that, you know, fucked up and did drugs and drove my vehicle into the, you know, over the bridge and, you know, killed themselves, killed others. And but so I'm kind of glad I didn't get a vehicle until I was a little bit more mature, you know. This is actually my neighborhood right here. It goes into two streets. It's two different names. It's kind of weird. Never seen that before, but yeah, that's basically, I guess, you know, you know, like just like the tip of the iceberg type of, you know, tip of the iceberg type of little talk. You know, just have something. This dog's always chasing me when I come down here. God dang. One day they're gonna get out and bite me in my fucking little Mexican ass, my Hispanic ass, whatever you want to say. And I don't want that to happen, because a lot of people say I have a nice ass, and, you know, I don't really want my ass to get torn up. But oh dude, I don't even remember where my fucking house is. Oh, I haven't been here in months. Oh man, my stepdad's home. even think anybody's here. I don't have the key. The key is, I believe, at my girlfriend's. Yeah, but that's just the, you know, the tip of the iceberg for me. It's nothing much. Nothing really, you know. Got used to it. But on the way back, we'll have another adventure to my buddy Javi's house to go make some money. So yeah, and I'll record something right there. So, but for now, this is Roach signing out.